Amazing personalized experiences start with a seamless partnership. Microsoft and Adobe are coming together to link data, content, and processes to transform businesses and make sure that exceptional experiences for customers happen wherever they want and at all touch points. An important part of that we'll talk about in a bit is the Open Data Initiative, where SAP, Microsoft, and Adobe have enabled the seamless flow of connected behavioral, transactional, financial, and operational data to help brands better understand our customers' needs in real time. And to unpack that and understand it in a bit more detail, I'm delighted to welcome our very own veteran to the FD Live sofa, Cindy Rose, CEO of Microsoft UK, and Gavin Mee, VP at Adobe. Thank you very much for hot-footing it over from the keynote to join us.
It's a pleasure.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. So look, we're really keen to talk more about the relationship and the really strong partnership between these organizations here today. I think it's probably fair to say that we're both true veterans of the tech industry. So I think we'd like to know more about what's the significance of this really for our customers. And perhaps Gavin, you could start.
For sure. I'd just like to start with a thank you for inviting me along today, and also to Cindy and team. Congratulations, what an awesome event. I thought some really inspiring keynotes. Well done.
Thank you.
So the partnership is super important to everyone at Adobe, and that's really for a number of reasons. Started over 2 years ago, it's really formed at the board level, and it's about technology, but also commonality. First commonality we have, we both look after consumers, SMB, and very, very large businesses. And what we look to do with those businesses, firstly, cloud first, in terms of the way that we look at our digital experiences. And then secondly, it's all around transformation. It's all around transformation of how you give the customer both relevant, personalized, and imaginative experiences. And we focus from a technology perspective on something called the Adobe Experience Platform. We launched it proudly in March. It's been 12 to 18 months of engineering. And imagine whether you wish as a consumer to buy, or to have personalized marketing, or have relevant, real customer successful experiences, it's all based around our Adobe Experience Platform. And the great thing about it, it's in partnership with Microsoft. So it's based on our Azure platform, together, combining, making sure we have the most scalable, relevant, and data-orientated services. And secondly, it's engineering for the future. And I'm really, really super excited about it. And I have to say, it really is an incredibly important relationship for us.
Fantastic, and a key part of that is the Open Data Initiative, Cindy?
The Open Data, well, let me first of all thank Gavin. Let me return the thanks, because you're one of our sponsors this year at Future Decoded, and we're really grateful for that, and I think it really does highlight the importance of the relationship that we're building together.
Couldn't sponsor a better event.
Thank you, no, that's good to hear. And just to build on what Gavin was saying, we're both working with customers to digitally transform their operations. Yeah. We have so many shared customers already. So Microsoft Enterprise customers that are using the Experience Platform, the Marketing Cloud, the Creative Cloud. And I think when we show up together and combine that with the flexibility and scalability of Azure and Dynamics 365, you get this kind of world-class sales and marketing solution, which I think is really unique for this partnership. So ODI is something that our bosses, so Shantanu and Satya and Bill McDermott from SAP got on stage, I think it was like a year and a half ago?
Yeah, about a year, yeah.
Yeah, they announced it. It's basically an open data initiative where we, as the name suggests, there's a common data standard that is deployed to create this kind of connected data fabric so that disparate data sets in apps and systems across organizations can start to work together.
Okay.
So companies can get a kind of consistent, coherent view of a customer's purchasing intent, right? That's really the essence of it.
Absolutely.
And we have a number of customers using it already, like Unilever. Did you want to talk a little bit about what Unilever's doing?
Yeah, sure. So Unilever have been partnering with both Microsoft and SAP and Adobe for quite a while now. And we've been looking at it really in our own kind of swim lanes. And Jane Moran really fought as a CIO to say, how are you going to engineer and work better together? So she put that as a statement to it, and at the same time we worked on the ODI initiative, and we came together. So clearly Unilever's a lot about sustainability. How to have sustainability in their work practices, how to have it in their processes, and how to have that in their environmental concern. Yeah. And we're right at the heart of that with applications that are really helping both their employees and their customers meet those sustainability demands. So really a wonderful story, but also a wonderful initiative for the company that we're really proud to be part of.
Brilliant. So thanks for taking us through that. Now, Cindy, just bringing the conversation over to artificial intelligence.
Sure.
Key part of this morning's keynote, close to your heart, I know.
Yeah. What about it?
Yeah, yeah. What about it?
It stands for artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Well, we published a great research report today,
Yes.
which I hope you've seen. It's hot off the presses,
Yeah.
but it really talks about how we've moved on since last year here in the UK, and how companies that are really using AI and scaling it across their organization are seeing performance improvements in their business in terms of improved productivity, improved profitability, improved customer experience. So we really think that we're getting to that tipping point now in the UK where businesses are starting to embrace AI right at the core of their business to address their most challenging business challenges, as opposed to just experimenting around the edges.
Yeah.
And that's really, I think, the opportunity for all of us.
And there was a clear differentiation with people who were taking it more seriously this year, which is great to see.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
I suppose we've talked a lot about kind of the partnership in terms of its product, and I guess the ways we integrate and provide that platform. But I think when I hear about the partnership, it's so much more than just a product. I know that we share very sort of similar values and culture in our organisation, something that, Gavin, you're particularly passionate about. So I'd love to hear more about that.
Yeah, sure. I have to say, when Cindy and I first met, I think it was about 18 months ago, and our first of our meeting was not about actually products, it was not about technology, it was about common values. And I think it's really important for our organizations. And clearly Cindy, very inspiring, great awards with the OBE for all the work that she's done, and to actually share those values and see there's so much commonality is really good. So probably two areas I'll hit on. The first is around diversity and inclusion, okay? So this is kind of at the heart of Adobe and has been for a very long time. It's something we really focused on, because we truly kind of believe at Adobe that our people are our greatest asset. And actually, if you really think people are your greatest asset, what are you going to do with that? You're going to give them a voice, so you want to empower them. We believe, both our customers and our employees, they all have a story to tell. They all have really good ideas, and it's kind of how you engender a culture that brings those ideas through. So we call this Adobe for All, and actually we had our marquee event 2 weeks ago where we had 25% of our employee base around the world come together in San Jose for 3 days.
Wow.
And come and celebrate all that is the same, all that is different, everything that they respect in commonality and approach. And we had some graduates went on stage and spoke to 5,000 to 7,000 people about their experiences, and we had leaders that showing what they're doing in their individual groups. And I have to say, for me, it was the first time I went, haven't been in the company 12 months, and I was blown away. I felt like it was a real privilege to be there and be part of it. And we've also got some practical things that we really focus on. The first one is making sure that we have fairness for all. And I think fairness for all can come in many ways. Probably our recent announcement is that we've ensured global pay parity across everyone and every region and every role and everything we do. And actually, for our organization, that's hard to do. And it's been the mantra of our organization straight from Shantanu, our CEO, down. And that's something I also feel pretty proud of. The second one is kind of what we call employee fulfillment. So employee fulfillment is about people celebrating their diversity. And we have 15 networks, employee networks here in the UK. We have over 45 worldwide. I'm proud to say I'm the sponsor of BEM, which is the Black Employee Network, where we actually did a joint event with Microsoft 2 months ago, opening up the new version of Lion King, where we did all the animation for it. Cool. And it was just a real good celebration. And then the third one is around ensuring that parity in the way that we employ and the way we promote. This was actually something we did internally that we felt so proud about. We announced to the market 2 months ago, and actually we're showing, so if you take between males and females, we're showing equal promotion rates, 14% on each. So that's kind of one area, which is inclusion and diversity. Yeah, and the second one is around innovation. Now clearly you've talked a lot about innovation today, and very inspiring, innovative company. We think about innovation in 3 ways, and obviously it's really important for us because we believe everyone has a voice and everyone has ideas. So first one is also around intelligence. So we have Sensei, which is our artificial intelligence engine, which is at the cornerstone of the work we're doing with Microsoft around Azure and around the platform. And that's really around artificial intelligence, but also machine learning. And what we've done, we've said AI is a service that we put into every single capability we have. We see it as something that's intrinsic to make sure that people can be creative, they can be process orientated, and they can be performant in the use of technology. The second one is what we call kind of groundbreaking technology, and that's really around creative. And we're really focusing in on virtual reality, augmented reality, yeah, in what we call immersion. So this is about how you bring animation and artificial environments into reality. And we've done a lot around commerce, so you imagine you will see in a few months' time on stage, as we showed last year at our own event, how you can take things like Adidas trainers that you virtually designed and place them on your feet and say, hey, that's what I want, please go manufacture in real time.
Fantastic.
And that's kind of a reality for us we're doing today. So really around the two, diversity, inclusion, and that's intelligence.
Amazing.
I'm sure you've got a lot more to add to this
It's
space.
such a big question, and it's such a hard one to answer.
No.
I mean, and maybe it has, you're right, our culture and values are aligned,
Yeah.
and maybe that's because our CEOs grew up together as
They
kids,
did.
you know,
They
in
did.
India. And so
Yeah.
there's-
I didn't
Yeah.
realise that, actually.
yeah,
did.
Shantanu and Satya
Yeah.
were friends
It must
as
have
boys.
been the cleverest school in the,
Yes,
in the world.
I think so.
to
I
create
think
those
so.
two.
So, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I do just want to touch, before we go, obviously another big theme for this year was tech for good.
Yes.
And I know this means a lot to you. I think it's critical, and both personally, I wonder if you can just briefly share any thoughts around that.
Yeah, I mean, our culture and values are internal and external, and
Yeah.
you know that has to be, the audio and the video on that has to sync, right? And AI for good, tech for good comes right out of our mission, right? Our mission statement, which I expect everyone knows, so I won't say it again.
You do? Promise?
Yeah, no, so we really are about trying to use technology to drive societal benefit on the things that I mentioned in my opening,
Yeah.
environmental sustainability, accessibility, inclusion. We talk a lot about how you move into a world of artificial intelligence in a principled way. Your algorithms are transparent, humans have accountability, privacy and security are never compromised. I mean, these are things that are so topical right now, and
Yeah.
if we ultimately don't build trust in the technology, then people won't use it, businesses won't use it. So it's absolutely critical that we kind of elevate the conversation above some of the, scaremongering
Yeah.
that goes
Yeah,
on,
absolutely.
and actually have a grown-up conversation about how we create an environment where we can deploy and design AI, get all the wonderful benefits of it, without compromising core principles.
Absolutely.
So-
Wonderful. Yeah, absolutely.
Certainly a hot topic for some of our later sessions
Yeah.
today as well.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yes, that's right. We'll be talking to Lucas and some of the AI for Good cohort from last year very shortly as well.
Fantastic. So look, thank you so much for
Thanks.
joining us on the sofa today. I have to say
welcome.
congratulations on an amazing event. It really is
Thanks,
wow,
Sophie.
and you must be really proud. We
I am.
certainly are as well.
The
so
team has done a super job. Thank you both.
fantastic,
They have.
brilliant.
Have a
Excellent.
wonderful future decoded.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Gavin.
Thank you.